An 11-month-old baby reportedly shaken out in public. The child went to the hospital with severe injuries. The suspect's attorney says the situation is not as it seems. KMTV Action 3 News senior reporter Jake Wazakowski joins us live with a story you'll see only on 3. Jake?
Jen, the suspect is the boyfriend of the child's grandmother. He's still here at the Sarpy County Jail. His attorney says he was trying to revive the child. Neighbors say it's a bizarre and tragic situation. The exit happened outside this Bellevue apartment complex near Childs and Fort Crook still confuses and horrifies those who live here. The afternoon of October 23rd, an 11-month-old boy is rushed to the hospital. Court documents indicate the boyfriend of the boy's grandmother, 34-year-old Jairo Ruiz Taruno, says the baby was unresponsive when he picked him up and shook him. Ruiz Taruno is arrested for felony child abuse and is being held on $500,000 bond.
I just think it's unfortunate that there was such a rush to judgment in this case.
The suspect's defense attorney, Randy Paregas, says Ruiz Taruno is legally in the country from Nicaragua and doesn't speak English well. He says the child had an unspecified medical episode and took the child outside to find help. Documents say he panicked and didn't call 911 because he did not know to call police.
It'll be public record that my client was, in fact, shaking the baby, but he was shaking the baby in public in front of people to revive the baby because that's the only thing that he knew at that point.
This is a tragedy.
Neighbor Sean Ryan says it's sad to know the child was severely injured right outside the apartments.
I would say there's no excuse for that, no excuse for shaking a young child, but if there's a language barrier, you know, anyone should know what to do in the case of an emergency, obviously.
The child was transported to Bellevue Medical Center and later to Children's Hospital with a brain bleed and bruising. He also suffered a small stroke 3 days later. Paregas says he wasn't trying to conceal his actions, which normally happens in shaken baby cases.
He was trying to revive the baby who he loves very much.
Jairo Ruiz Taruno is scheduled to be back in court next week. If convicted on that felony child abuse charge, he faces 1 to 50 years in prison. Reporting live outside the Sarpy County Jail at 84th Street and Highway 370, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.